Hi, I'm Taja, and welcome to my Bridal Diary series, where I help brides go from overwhelmed to clear and confident in their decisions. I'm a 2026 bride who just got married in March, and I want to share with you today the one system that helped me gain peace of mind. I was feeling completely stressed out. Wedding planning was starting to feel like a part time job. It was just taking over my life. When I was at work, they were asking me, "How's wedding planning going?" Then at home, I'm telling my fiance, like, "Hey, we need to do this, and this is what I found." And then I talked to my mom, and she has her own things that she found for wedding planning. And honestly, it was just becoming way too much. How lonely you feel, you have to take into consideration that you are learning a whole new industry. You are learning the difference between a wedding planner versus a wedding coordinator. You are making decisions between paper stationery or digital invites. You are trying to decide if you're hiring a videographer or a content creator. There's a lot on brides to be to manage. And I know some of you will say, "Well, Taja, why didn't you just hire a wedding planner?" But in my experience, some of these decisions can't just be delegated out. There are still behind the scenes decisions, like the ones I just mentioned, where you still have to be the key decision maker. So I realized if I continued on this process of scrolling all the way till midnight and not sleeping, and then harassing my fiance the next day about everything I found, I was going to burn out, and I was going to burn out quickly. So what I did was implement a wedding Wednesday. And I came up with this idea of having a wedding Wednesday when I thought back to when I first started in marketing. And so, in my field, you have to deal with multiple stakeholders and multiple deadlines all at the same time. And there's a lot of different moving parts that you have to keep track of. And after reading the book Getting Things Done by David Allen, in the book, he talks about implementing a weekly review. And so when I was considering, like, okay, how am I going to get on top of all of this wedding planning stuff? I was like, oh, if I implement a weekly review of all of my wedding to dos and tasks and follow ups and communications, then I can get really organized and really clear about what needs to get done in the wedding plan. One of the things that David Allen mentions is like having a trigger list. And this trigger list allows you to have keywords that are going to like make you like jot down and remember different things in the process. Like you might see invitation and then remember, oh, I need to send save the dates. Oh, I need to design the invitation. Oh, what else do I need to do for the invitation? I need to get stamped. So after implementing Wedding Wednesday, I was able to set boundaries and also just carve out some peace of mind when it came to the wedding, because then I wasn't going to let wedding planning consume me. So, what does Wedding Wednesday look like, right? Well, it looks like you're gonna focus on three key areas once a week. And so, on my Wedding Wednesday, I would sit down and I would focus on what needed my attention this week, what do I need to talk to my partner about, and how am I going to implement self care for myself during this process. And I wish I would have did a little bit more of the self-care piece, because I just was so overwhelmed. My face was breaking out, I was gaining weight, we were bickering, and it's just a lot of emotions and things that go into the wedding planning process. So once a week, you sit down and you plan what needs your attention this week. So whether it's mapping out your priorities, whether it's following up with vendors, whether it's the key decisions you need to make. You first want to write down what needs your attention this week. The second thing you want to do is, what do you need to get your partner's buy-in or delegate to your partner? So I like to call these partner 101s. And maybe that's like reviewing the budget or reviewing vendor quotes together or just going over like key decisions you have to make, like maybe the DJ or the photographer. And one thing that we did that was also really special is that we would have our one on ones outside of the home. So maybe we would go to like a cafe or we would take a walk, and it would just give us like a safe space outside of the house where we could just get a little excited and really just be present in the fact that we were planning our wedding and we actually have these decisions that we have to make. This is also the perfect time that you can give the groom some things to do. So it's almost like having a personal weekly reset, but instead it's just for your wedding. I really hope this video helped you today. Wedding Wednesdays saved me. They helped me feel calm and organized and really got me through just to like knock things off my to-do list. If you're 2026 or 2027 bride, please put a heart in the comments below and let me know if this video was helpful, what other videos you would like to see, and please like and subscribe.